Hello, North Country soccer fans, and welcome to the George Brendler Field here. It is Monday, September 23rd, and the Sentinels from Ticonderoga have made it up north here to the George Brendler Field to take on the Eagles of Chazy. I'm Joey Trombley. On the camera is the founding father himself. It's nice to have him back up here in the booth, Calvin Castine himself, and Joe the Fish did an admirable job a couple times, the best that he can do. I mean, we know he's limited, Calvin, but he does the best that he can do.
That's right. All we can ask.
And we appreciate that. And, of course, anybody watching this for the first time wondering why we pick on Joe, well, if anybody's watched this show, they know we get picked on enough from him also.
That's right.
So they're doing the introduction of the players right here, and Calvin's very good about giving these young ladies some airtime here. And for tonight's game, we have Jamie Labarge and Clark Hurdick. They'll be the officials for tonight's game. And yesterday, Calvin, at 4:44 p.m., it became official. It was officially fall here in the North Country.
Yep.
And it seems like the temperatures have definitely realized that the change took place and summer was no longer here. It is in the low 50s right now, which is still obviously pretty nice for a fall day, but we will be in the high 40s before this game is done. And there's a wind out there tonight, and when it comes up, it almost feels like there's a wind chill out there.
Yeah, it's a little bit on the breezy side, not too bad, but just cold enough that just isn't comfortable. And this morning there was a little bit of frosty moisture up on Whiteface Mountain.
Really?
On the roads, yeah.
Were you up there?
No, but I'm on the the National Weather Service. I like their page, so I get their updates. So.
Okay, and I know that sometimes you share them.
Yes.
We see that quite often. And it's that time of year. I mean, when we started taping these games 3 weeks ago, we were sweating up here and even knocking some bugs away. But
it's been back and forth, though.
Bugs will not be an issue here tonight, I don't think. And we're going to break away. You going to cover the national anthem, Calvin?
I always do.
Okay. And we're getting ready to start this game. Jamie Labarge is on the far side, and he blows the whistle, and we're on here in Chazy. It's Gilmore, Courtney Gilmore pushing up over to Hannah Lauren, coming to the near side over to Kenan Latchmore in from the defensive end. Latchmore working her way down, trying to get by Lexi Moore, sends it across, and it's knocked up to the near sideline. One time by Latchmore over to Gilmore. Gilmore battling the ball with Tiffany Perky. And it's called purple ball, so a throw in here for the Sentinels of Ticonderoga, who have made this trip here up north. Ball up down the sideline, and it is Hannah Hayes. It goes off of Hayes, so a throw in here, and the Sentinels are moving the ball 10-15 yards at a time down the line. Olivia Blaze chips it up over to Gilmore. Gilmore now will work her way down the line, sends it up, trying to get up over to Lauren, and she does this time. But too far ahead, and it's a throw in here for Ticonderoga. And throw-in comes in, goes on to the feet of Savannah Bazan, and it goes out of bounds. So a throw in here for Hayes. She gets it up over to Lauren. And it's by her outside foot, Logan Mars, the senior, gets it up over to Tiffany Perky to the middle of the field, and it goes over to Savannah Bazan. She gets it onto the feet. And Calvin, you're right, Kylie Austin, they are in numerical order, so it makes it a little more difficult to bring their names out.
Put the lower numbers on the left and the higher numbers on the right. So if you're in the 20s, it'll be on the right.
All right, well, that's good to know. And the ball is kicked up, and it so it's just a matter of finding these players or getting used to them. So it's over to Lauren. Lauren does a nice job getting it by Rachel White. Up over to Laporte. Laporte one time trying to find Pombrio. Pombrio turns on the afterburners. But the goalie's there, Sadie Hamill for the Sentinels. And Ticonderoga had a big victory last week, Calvin. They were down 2 to Lake Placid and came back with 3 second-half goals to win that game. And Lake Placid has a strong team. They're a very physical team. Skill. They are a very good team. And Chazy went to Lake Placid last week and had a big night against them. They won 3-0. And then, of course, Ticonderoga ends up beating out Lake Placid 3-2, which surprising to see Lake Placid lose 2 games in 1 week, as they are a very good team in Division II. And there's the kick by Latchmore. And Lauren chips it in. And Lauren from Pombrio at the 37:01 mark. Sadie Hamill came out, and Lauren just had to redirect that ball, and it went on the inside corner. Chazy goes up 1-0. Assist from Latchmore, and the goal for Lauren. And that was right at the 3-minute mark, basically. 1 second separating the 3-minute mark, 2:59. And it's Gilmore trying to play a simple game here, but intercepted here by the Sentinels. And the ball pushed up over to Perky, and it's cleared back over to Olivia Blaze. She now chips it up over to Lauren at midfield. Lauren trying to control. Goes to the center of the field. Nobody there for the Eagles, but Kylie Austin is there for the Ticonderoga Sentinels. Gilmore goes simple up over to Latchmore. Latchmore switches fields all the way over to Shelby Gagno. And I know the name, but it was just
mental block.
And the papers were stuck here. And then Blaze over to the far side, over to Pepper. Of course, Calvin, as I was saying before, I've been on the road all day, and I just got here just beforehand, so I got to get into soccer mode here.
Good thing your daughter's on the team, or else you might
pull a fish.
Yeah,
pull a fish and not be here.
Yeah, I couldn't blame you. I mean, after you've already put in a full day.
Yeah. But we have a nice crowd here. A lot of people standing out by the snack shack. I'm not so sure how many pounds of Mickey fries will go down tonight, but being a Monday night that it is. But it looks like Tom Pepper filling in for Mickey himself out there. And Gilmore with the ball into the open space. It is Lauren on the near sideline. Lauren getting it by Mars. Mars, some nice speed. Lauren chipping it across, trying to find Pombrio. And it is cleared out by Rachel White, and Pombrio gets a shot off, and it goes into the hands of Perky. So Chazy leading 1-0 on a Hannah Lauren goal from Kinnan Latchmore around the 3-minute mark into the first half. We are at 35 minutes, 5 minutes into this game, and Chazy scores quick, and it's always important to get that first goal in any soccer match. And Calvin, you've done a lot of games where that first goal really does matter.
Sometimes it's the only one.
Yeah, in soccer, that is true. Except as the years have progressed, I should probably maybe say decades now, the scores seem to be higher than back in the days of the 70s and probably early 80s, where it wasn't uncommon to see 1-0 games or 2-1 or 2-0 games.
Well, you get more dominant teams, and so sometimes the scores are more spread out. You know, a good 5-4 game wasn't all that uncommon back then.
Yeah. You saw it, but not as often as you do now. And here's Lauren trying to get the shot off. And the ball pushed to the outside. It's Laporte. Laporte getting a low shot off, and it goes into the hands of Perky. And there's a punt up. Latchmore one times it, but it goes on to the thigh of Haley Wright. She sends it up toward midfield, and Gagno. A nice slide tackle by Lexi Moore. And it'll be a throw in here for Chazy onto Gagno. Gagno push up over to Pombrio. Pombrio trying to get by Mara Jeb, and Jeb just knocks it out of bounds. So we'll have a throw in here for the Eagles, and quickly Gagno gets it into Laporte. And it's Lexi Moore with the ball trying to get by Gagno, and actually it is Kylie Austin. She sends it up, and it's cleared by Amber Polomsky deep into Ticonderoga territory. It's Pombrio. Will send it across the line, and it's cleared back to the sideline. Gagno sends it up to the box, pushed back out, controlled by the Thai defense. A little give and go. Latchmore does a nice job shielding the ball away, goes to the near sideline, trying to find Gagno, but just too far ahead of her. And we have some wholesale changes here for the Sentinels. 3, 8, and 12. So we have Fitzgerald checking into the game, Bailey checking into the game, as well as Savannah Bazan. Coming out is 2, 4, and 26. So Perky's out. Mars is out, and so isn't Lilith Ida for Ticonderoga. Shots on net favor the Eagles 2-0. And the Sentinels send it toward midfield. It goes on to the foot of Bazan, who's just checked into the game, comes over to the near sideline, on to Hughes, Delaney Hughes, being challenged by Gilmore. Hughes does a nice job keeping it in, but it goes out of bounds. So a throw in here by Gilmore. Gilmore going down the line. And it's kicked toward the center of the field, picked up by Bazan. She sends it over to Haley Wright. She switches fields, trying to get it onto the feet of number 8, Constance Bailey. And doing a nice job is, and it's Amber Polomsky has it taken away. You don't see that happen too often. And going to the wing, Polomsky coming back. There's the shot, and it was a nice hard low shot by Kylie Austin. But Logan Baker back from the injury down in Lake Placid, and it was on the surface it was a scary injury, Calvin. She went down hard and she couldn't move her jaw, and there was concern that it might be a broken jaw, but it was just a bruise. And it's good to see her back out there. You hate to see any kid get her out there on the soccer field.
Did she miss any games?
She missed one game. She was clear to play. It was actually the game that Joe and I did Friday, I think. Mariah game, and Coach just kept her off for the one game just to make sure, and it's probably a good thing to give her another 3 or 4 days rest, because she was back 2 days later from the injury, and it was just a deep bruise, and the swelling went down. She could have went out, but Coach just felt better if she gave her a few more days rest.
And was it 3-0? You guys won, or
Mariah, I think it was 4-0.
4-0. Yeah. So it wasn't a game where you needed her, and it gives somebody else some experience out there in the meantime.
Well, Gwen Lapierre stepped in, and Gwen did a really nice job. Actually, Gwen stepped in when she got hurt out in Lake Placid, so it was Lapierre finishing the second half and doing the game against Mariah, and I think Coach can feel comfortable she has somebody that she can put into the net if the need arises that something should happen to Logan.
And she's got game experience now.
And now she has some exactly. So I mean, it was a good thing for the team, and so she knows she has 2 legit goalies, and obviously Logan being the starter, and it's very nice to see her out there. And it is Gilmore sending it across, and defensively it is Austin, but Latchmore steps up, pushed up, and it is Lauren trying to get in there, but nice job by number 21 for the defense, which was Mara Jeb. So we have a corner kick here for Chazy. It's the first corner kick here for the Eagles here in the first half. We've played 10 minutes here into the first half, almost 11 minutes, 10 and a half to be exact. And Latchmore will set up here for the corner kick here on the near side. And what a head by Pombrio. Over. Coach Thompson is down below here, and he's got the Cheshire Cat grin working right now. He comes over, and his girls won 2-1 over Ticonderoga. And Coach Thompson, I think that's 2 in a row. Mariah, you won 2, right? 5-0? So Coach Thompson, I think they might even have a movie after him called Coach Thompson. But they lost. Yeah, they lost to Lake Placid 1-0. It was we all have reasons why that game. Corey, we all have reasons why that game happened that way. You may want to come up here and tell the story. It goes wide. No, come on up here, Corey. Come on, you got to tell the story here. Calvin, we have a good story down. I mean, it was the game that Chazy won 3-0. We got Coach Thompson from the JVs coming up here, and I think the viewers will definitely enjoy this story here. We were in Lake Placid. It was last Wednesday, right, Corey?
Wednesday night.
Wednesday night, and we were just talking on the air here where Logan Baker got hurt, and so I ran over to get you because you're over at the JV field and to go look at her. And actually, Logan's okay tonight. She's here, but you being the, I'll say one of the first responders, what was your take as to what you saw that night?
Well, it took a while to get over to the other field because it's quite far away, and Logan was still laying on the ground, and Coach Trombley and the coach from Lake Placid were attending to her. They were on the phone with 911 getting an ambulance. She had taken a shot to the left side of the face apparently, and worried about a head injury obviously, and she had a lot of pain to her jaw, so we weren't sure if it was broken or not. So precautionary measures, we wanted to get her checked out, and Lake Placid Rescue had a good response and showed up very quickly. Took good care of her, and it sounds like she didn't have anything broken, which was great news, and now she's back tonight, in active duty. So
while that was going on, there was actually a JV game going on at the time.
Yes.
So there's a score by Lauren again, I think from Pombrio, and Lauren will have visions of a hat trick tonight here. She has 2 goals at the first 12-minute mark, 13-minute mark here of the first half. It's 2-0. So while you were tending to Logan, somebody had to cover for you.
Yes, I believe that was you.
Okay, yes. And then you were gone for about how long?
I was gone for maybe 5 minutes. It was 0-0 when I left, and when I got back, we were down 1-0.
Okay, so what we can take from that is?
Send someone else to get me next time.
Send a better coach to get him.
So obviously my strategy didn't work.
Well, pulling the goalie wasn't a good idea, Joey.
I told my girls, I said, there's one reason we lost this game, and that's Joey Trombley. Take it up with him.
So
I appreciate you coming over and getting me. Obviously, that was a serious moment, and it was a good learning experience for my girls. That sometimes some things are more important, and as much as I hated leaving my game, Logan definitely needed the attention that night. So.
As far as standing on the sidelines, I've done that many times.
Yes.
But what's different is I haven't worked with these girls.
Yes.
So I had no idea what positions you put them in. I don't know their strengths or weaknesses.
Well, I'll tell you, we've got a young crew on the JV team this year. We've only got 15 girls, and we lost Hannah McCauley to a broken leg, so she's out for the season. We're down to 14. And those 14 girls have been practicing hard. They've been very dedicated to each other. Come to practice every day and work on the little things that make us better. And we've managed to play some of the big schools like Peru. We lost 2-0. Came back 3 days later and lost 1-0 after we had without Hannah that night. So right. And she's a big part of our defense. So the girls constantly improve. We've had 2 great wins, as you said before. Mariah 5-0 on Friday, and tonight we managed to hold on against Ty 2-1. I couldn't be more proud of this crew of young girls and what they've brought to the team this year and what they continue to bring. And we look forward to the second half of the season, and hopefully we can continue to improve.
Well, I think what the folks need to know is that you are playing all CVAC teams. Except Mariah is Class D.
Correct.
But for the most part, you're playing the bigger schools because in the Division II, most Division II or even Division III, they don't have JV teams.
That's correct. We're 3-2 right now. We actually had a victory against Plattsburgh, and Plattsburgh is so tough to pull out a victory down there, especially on the turf field. Plattsburgh's got a great soccer program, as everyone knows, and we were very fortunate to pull out a victory down there, 1-0. So we're on a roll, so to speak, and we hope to keep it going. We have 4 days off this week to get back into practice and work on some things we need to fine tune, and hopefully next week we can keep it rolling.
So do you have 12 games on the schedule this year?
We have 12 games,
12
correct?
games. You got 8 more to go?
Correct.
Okay. So next week is going to be a big week for you? Will it be?
It will. Yep. We're back in Lake Placid, and
You're back to Lake Placid?
well, Lake Placid's coming here.
Okay.
And then we also play PHS here on Saturday, a week from Saturday, and I'm hoping it's going to be on this field. So.
Now is that the same day that the boys are playing Augsburg?
I believe it's the first Saturday of October.
Yeah, I think the 5th. Augsburg's coming down here. This is coming Saturday, the 28th.
The 28th.
Okay.
So we play the following Saturday.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And it's always nice to see you here on the sidelines with Coach Sherman. It's always nice to see you here on the sidelines with Coach Sherman.
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely have a good working program. We've added Brittany Goodrow's our new modified coach this year, and Morgan Rusi still, as you can see, still on the sideline here as well, assisting all levels at this point because we weren't sure what with her college schedules. It was tough for her to coach the mod this year. So we're happy to have Brittany on board, and certainly Karen and I have a good working relationship in this program now that we've been doing it for a number of years.
Well, you have been. I mean, it's probably since she's been here, right?
Since her beginning up, working with Joe Dumoulin way back in the day, and I think Karen and I have been together. It's our 5th season, I believe.
This is her 6th, I think.
6th.
Coach, 6th season?
Yeah.
Her 6th, yep. So it's the 6th season here.
Six seasons too long.
And Coach Thompson just gives Coach Sherman a nice compliment. Says 6 years too long. And I just repeated that because Coach Sherman's up here looking up here as we're talking. So as you can see, the love between these two coaches.
Sure.
I'll try to get rid of you.
So, well, let's get back to the game. I appreciate the invite up here.
I wanted you to come talk about your team and give me a little shot.
Sure.
I deserve that.
Sounds good. All right, take
Corey,
care, guys.
thanks for coming up. So, Calvin, you can see that my coaching ability followed my playing ability.
Well, I guess you can't call it 0 for 1, you're 0 for
5 minutes?
10 minutes.
5 minutes.
Pressure together, pressure together.
Corey comes back. Oh, Corey, we're down 1-0. His shoulders just shrugged down.
Thanks for keeping it close at least.
Yeah. Thanks, Joey. It was funny. Well, we're probably not the time, but we can laugh now. All right, here's Laporte sending it across. Latchmore, left foot, will get a shot off. And
Good work, right.
the goalie Hamill's there. So the shots favor Chazy 8-1. And Calvin, I have to admit, I'm a little surprised that the game is so much one-sided at this point, the way the Ticonderoga Lake Placid game went.
Well, you can't always tell against common opponents exactly how you're going to match up or exactly what was happening on the field that night. So can't always use that as a barometer.
Well, we're getting ready for Austin to check into the game as well as Gendra Cook. There's the corner kick, Laporte. And Latchmore chips it up over the net. Heck, the Giants have been happy with a field goal this weekend as they get swamped by the Panthers 38-0.
I'm glad that I stopped following football a few years back because I would be a Giants fan, and it's frustrating enough being a Yankee fan right now without being a Giants fan too.
Well,
so I feel for the people who are both.
As I came over here, Brian Norcross, the AD, I had my Giant cap just in case I was going to work tonight. I got my Giant coat
On your giant head.
and my Giant head, and he let me have it a little bit there, saying, "You still wearing those clothes?"
They've only lost 3 this year. That's
Hey,
all.
listen, they could still end up 13-3.
That's right.
You got to be optimistic.
Right.
But 38-0, Calvin. They didn't even show up. I mean, they're a professional team.
I know.
I mean, really? 38-0. Now, with that being said, Coach Sherman's dad is a Carolina Panther nut.
He
I
is.
mean, he's a crazed Carolina Panther fan. Now his wife is a Seattle Seahawk fan, so you have that dynamic going on. Well,
How does
during
that happen? I mean, I can see people like yourself, because Red Sox aren't that far away, becoming a Red Sox fan, even though you're in New York State. But how does people become Carolina and Seattle fans? I don't understand that.
they actually told me that they actually lived in Seattle for a while.
Okay,
So that's what happened there.
I can understand that.
Carolina, I could be wrong on this story, and when they hear this, I might be wrong, but I think he has a son out there that lives in Carolina who's a big Panther fan.
Okay.
So I think that's the reason, but I could be wrong. But during the Mary Latchmore Be the Match tournament, he pointed out that they were playing each other, the Panthers and the Giants, the third game of the season. So he put a friendly bet of an adult beverage onto the game.
One beverage per point?
No, God, no.
One pint per point?
No, God, no. So Friday during the Mariah game, he was up here for the game. He goes, well, we're playing. I said, yeah, I know. He goes, the Giants are going to kill us. He goes, Carolina's terrible. He goes, you're going to kill us. I said, well, we'll see when the game happens. So needless to say, when I see Mr. Sherman, I got to pay off my debt. And here come the Sentinels.
You should have let him off the hook.
I should have what?
You should have let him off the hook.
I should have, but he. All I know is when he gets back up here, he'll be searching me out. So I will oblige and I'll pay my bill. Not that I will join him,
No.
but
Yeah.
I will make sure that he's paid off. And here's a chance for the Sentinels. And it's number 4. They're looking to get a shot off. Nice play by Blaze to block that. But Lilith Ida was right there. And here comes Austin. And nice play by Bailey Pepper, getting it up over to Gilmore. Sends it up over to Pombrio. Pombrio at midfield has some speed. She gets by one defensive player, and she's working her way hard to get by Rachel White. Well, Wright does a nice job to recover it. Pombrio takes it to the inside, and it's knocked away by Ashley Trudeau onto the feet of Lexi Moore. Sent up toward midfield, and Amber Polomsky doing a nice job stepping up. Polomsky working her way, now chips it up, and a little too far ahead of everybody. So at 17:07 to go, if you're just joining us and you heard us go through our storytelling there for like the last 10 minutes, it is 2-0 Chazy. They've outshot the Sentinels 9-1. Corner kicks favor them 4-0. And we have 16:52 to go here into the first half, and Rachel Bennett ready to check in here for the Sentinels of Ticonderoga. And there's a nice slide tackle there by Austin. Gilmore went over, but a nice play by Austin. Over to number 17, and that would be for the Eagles, Lindsey Gilmore. So we have the Gilmore sisters out there. And here goes Kaylee Laporte working her way into the box. She goes down, and that could have been a dangerous play, but Jamie Labarge lets the play go on. Pepper chips it back up toward the corner, and it will work its way off the end line. So we have a goal kick here for the Sentinels. And checking back into the game is Haley Wright, as well as Rachel Bennett going into the game. Coming off looks to be Lexi Moore, as well as number 15, Gendra Cook. And there's a short kick. It was more of a pass. Sent up to the near sideline here. And nice hustle by Delaney Hughes. But the ball was just outside of her range and goes off the sideline here. And there's the throw-in. Stepping up is number 14, Haley Wright, but taken away by Hannah Hayes. Gets it up over to Laporte, back to the near sideline, trying to find Pombrio. Knocked away. And a good play by number 17, Rachel White here. She gets it up to the feet of Lilith Ida. And it's sent to midfield, but it's controlled by the Sentinels. Tiffany Perkey will now try to get a through ball, but back there is for Chazy was Olivia Blaze, and she just knocks it off out of bounds. So we have a throw-in here coming in. Actually coming into the game is Constance Bailey. Coming out of the game is Delaney Hughes. And that ball worked its way off the end line, so we have a goal kick here for Chazy. So Amber Polofsky will take the goal kick here for the Eagles. Well, you know, for a fall night, Calvin, I mean, it's a little on the chilly side, but it's a beautiful night.
Yes.
And the ball pushed back toward midfield. Nice play by Laporte. Laporte wins that ball, goes into the open space, and nobody there for the Eagles, but stepping up over there is Austin. Austin still with the ball. She will now try to go a through ball. Back there is Polomsky, as well as Blaze. She has Pepper to the wing. She goes over to Pepper, and too far ahead of Pepper, so we have a throw in here for the Sentinels. And Skylar Thomas and Mara Trombley getting ready to check into the game here for the Eagles. And it is Austin working her way down there, pushes it back up to Wright. Wright getting a left-footed shot off. Coming off her line is, and Logan Baker, the ball kind of spun on her. And but nice job cleared out by Hannah Hayes. So throw in for Ticonderoga. And the ball pushed up, goes onto the feet of Wright. Wright looking to load up. She switches fields. Off the head of Pepper, over there is Gilmore. Gilmore does a nice job setting it up, but it goes off of Austin. Austin with her outside of her foot gets a shot off. Here goes the Sentinels, and it's going to be a corner kick here, it looks like. No, ball stayed in. Nice play by Olivia Blaze, working her way down the sideline. Chipping it up, and it goes off of Kaylee Laporte. We have 12:45 to go here.
And don't mention Baker slapped that one down and kept it in play.
Yeah, it was. She slapped it down. I thought it was going out of bounds for a corner kick, and Blaze kept it in. And it's Pombrio sending it through over to Lauren. Lauren trying to get through. Here's Lauren looking for a hat trick. Lauren, oh, what a save! Lauren would love to have that one back. It was Lauren and Hamill. So we have a corner kick going in for the Eagles. But you have Trombley and Skylar Thomas into the game. Out is Laporte and Gilmore. And it looked like Hannah Lauren might get her hat trick in the first half here, but nice save by Sadie Hamill. There's a nice feed. Knocked away. And now chipped up to the open space. Back there is Blaze. Blaze one times it up over to Hayes. Hayes will keep it into the game. Try to find Trombley. Trombley battling for the ball along with Perky. And nice play by Latchmore. She chips it away, and it's Latchmore working her way toward the box. And it goes off the defense, and it works its way off. So we're going to have a corner kick here for Chazy. It's their sixth corner kick of the half. They lead 2-0 on two Hannah Lauren goals in the first half. Assists from Latchmore and Pombrio. And there's the kick in. And oh, she misses again right there. Pombrio got the first shot off, then it was Lauren. But Sadie Hamill stood her ground, did a nice job saving those balls. And Trombley on the near sideline trying to keep it in. And it goes out of bounds, so we got a throw in here for Ticonderoga.
I wouldn't say Lauren missed. The keeper stopped it. Lauren put it right on net.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. I'm not taking anything away from Sadie Hamill. She's done a nice job out there for the ladies. Into the open space, Trombley sends it up over to Lauren. Lauren will now send it across. Ball cleared to the sideline. And it goes off the end line. So it'll be a goal kick here for Ticonderoga. As we approach the 10-minute mark, it's 2 for Chazy, 0 for Ticonderoga. And there's the punt. Trombley pushes it back up over to Hayes. Hayes, nice job up over to Gilmore, Lindsey Gilmore. sending it up over to Pombrio. And here goes Skylar Thomas. Thomas does a nice move, looking to send it across. And it goes right into the hands of Hamo, but nice work by Skylar Thomas on the far side. Punt up, it's Latchmore, gets by her. And it is number 5 for the Sentinels. And it is Rachel Bennett. And it is Hannah Hayes on the near sideline. Hayes trying to keep it in, but she was being challenged hard by Constance Bailey of Ticonderoga. So we have a throw in here. It's Perky. But coming into the game is Lexi Moore. Coming out of the game, it is Logan Mars coming out of the game here for Ticonderoga. Right down the line, Olivia Blaze is there, but no, Palomsky comes over and knocks it out of bounds. So another throw in here for the Sentinels. Ball pushed back. It's Gilmore. And it's Lindsey Gilmore with some space. Try to get up over to Lauren, but a nice job defensively by Lexi Moore. Now it goes to the open space.
A little closer space there, Linz, a little closer
And to the
space.
near sideline, goes out of bounds. So a nice job by Mara Jeb, but it gets out of bounds. So a throw in here for the Eagles. Again out of bounds, so Trombley will take the throw in. Trombley up over to Latchmore. Latchmore battling. And it goes out of bounds. So we have a throw in here for Ticonderoga. And 12 and 15 checking into the game right now. Bazan as well as Cook checking into the game. Out of the game is Perky and Constance Bailey. So Ticonderoga moving the ball down the sidelines with throw-ins right now. 8:11 to go in the first half. Chazy in a dominating performance in the first half. And Blaze chips it up to the open space. Stepping up is Rachel White. She goes to the near sideline. Up over to Cook. Cook trying to go down the sideline. And it's Hayes has it knocked away. And Latchmore does a nice job shielding it. Trying to find Pombrio. She does, who one time to the far sideline over to Skylar Thomas. Thomas with a battle with number 16 for the Sentinels. Trudeau goes out of bounds on the Sentinels of Ticonderoga. Throw in Thomas. Just hit up over to Pombrio. Pombrio trying to keep it along the end line. She pushes it back. And there's a weak shot by Lauren. So it's a goal kick with 7:27 to go. Chazy leading 2-0. Shots favor Chazy 12-1. Corner kicks favor Chazy 6-0, which shows you the domination here in the first half. It is the 23rd of September 2013. I'm Joey Trombley. On the camera himself is Calvin Castine. And we have a fish missing here tonight. No Joe the Fish Poisson here. My guess is, Calvin, it was too cold for his foot condition, is my guess.
I would guess so. He's a summertime kind of guy.
Oh, he is. You know, he's a fair weather guy. There's no doubt about it. And here comes Lauren. Lauren working her way around. Oh, nice play by Lauren. Now she'll look to serve. Deflects off player Pombrio. Oh, Pombrio half volleys it, but Sadie Hamill stood her ground, and the senior goalkeeper punts it up toward midfield. And it is Polomsky trying to find Trombley. Goes out of bounds. So we have a throw in here for Ticonderoga. It's Cook. Gendra Cook with the throw in. Trying to get on the head of Bazan. And chipped up by Blaze. Over to Gilmore, but knocked away by Wright of Ticonderoga. And Wright battling the ball hard out there for the Sentinels. Pushed back to the near sideline. It is Hayes. Hayes has Trombley in front of her. Just goes out the sidelines. And it'll be a throw in here. It is Lexi Moore with the throw in. Off the head of Trombley, off the head of Hayes. Trombley battling for the ball. And it is controlled by number 15, Gendra Cook. And nice play by Polomsky to the outside over to Thomas. Thomas, good hustle by Delaney Hughes from Ticonderoga. And McCalvin, am I doing a good job calling the other team here tonight?
You're doing it, yes.
All right. I know we were getting complaints that we don't say enough for the other team. We don't want to make that mistake here at Hometown Cable.
No.
I know that the tweeting went off the charts there when this was happening,
That's right.
so we have to change that.
We listen to the people, the public,
We listen to Facebook people, we listen to tweeters, we listen to
the little people.
the people that matter,
That's right.
the people that care enough to respond.
That's right. Complain.
complain. No, the constructive criticism, Calvin. And here's Pombrio.
Mark, get there, Mark.
Pombrio looking to send it across. Oh, nice job defensively. And that was, looks like Rachel White out there. Number 17. Trombley battling for the ball. It's Trombley. Trombley picks it away, chips it up over to Lauren. Lauren gets a shot off, and it rims the crossbar. There's a shot by Pombrio, and Delaney, or Sadie Hamill was there. So some good pressure here by the Eagles.
Good job, Hannah.
So we have a corner kick. This will be number 7 here in the first half here for the Lady Eagles.
You can see from that flag in the corner that the wind's blowing pretty good down there, Joey.
Oh yeah, she's whipping, yeah. And it looks to be like it's coming from the west, I guess. It's like almost like a northwest wind. There's the feed. Oh, another. Oh, that looked like it was Skylar Thomas off the crossbar. And good pressure by the Eagles, but finally cleared out by Ticonderoga onto the feet of Bennett. And it is Olivia Blaze back there for Chazy, keeping it in up over to Hannah Hayes. She chips it up over to Lauren. Lauren one-times it over, but nobody there for Chazy, and it's knocked away by Mara Jebb to midfield, picked up by Latchmore. Sends it up over to Trombley. Trombley one-times it up over to Lauren. Lauren does a nice cut inside back. Latchmore's there for Chazy. And it's Pombrio looking to get a shot off. Pombrio gets a shot off, scores! And it's Pombrio going to the far side on a feed from Latchmore at the 2:58 mark here left in the first half. Chazy goes up 3-0. And we're here to start the game here, and Jamie Labarge blows his whistle. Oh, Clark Hurdick is on the near side. Jamie Labarge on the far sideline. I don't think we counted or we said their names tonight.
Just at the very introduction.
Okay. Well, again, 2 fine officials here, and Calvin, I will say, I think we're very fortunate to have the officials that we do here. They do a very, very good job, and they're definitely a seasoned group down there.
Yeah.
And there was a quick throw in here by the Sentinels. And Gilmore, Lindsey Gilmore, getting a shot off. And Hamill's there.
And, people who are thinking about going into officiating, it's pretty good. It's pretty good pay.
And they're looking for people.
Yeah. It's pretty good pay. 2 weeks ago when Chazy was at Ellenberg and a lot of the games got lightninged out, that was $500 or so worth of officials that NAC had to pay, and most of them will be coming back for another round.
Right.
For the 3 games. You got 2 varsity refs, 2 JV refs, and 2 modified refs.
Oh, there's a shot by Gilmore, and Hamill's there. Yeah, I mean they get the game plus they get mileage.
Well, they figured in the mileage as part of their pay now.
Oh, is that what they do now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's depending on where you are. The varsity gets, I won't mention how much it is because I don't think the refs would like that announced out here. But
okay.
It's a substantial amount.
So, it's and the thing is, for these games to go on, we need officials.
That's right.
And as much as we've done enough of these games, as much as people complain about the officiating when their team's losing, that just goes with the territory. These guys do a really great job.
Yeah, but suffice it to say, the modified obviously get less than the varsity, and JVs get between that amount. But it was over $500 just to give people an idea with the 6 officials.
Right.
So, that puts a hole in the school budget, Joey.
It does. But when you look at it, though, Calvin, and sports budget and the big budget overall picture is very, very minute.
Yeah, but still.
In the big picture, it's very, very minute. And it is Pombrio working our way down. Pombrio looking to break away. 16 seconds left. Ticonderoga does not want to give up another goal here, and they'll just send it forward. 10 seconds to go here. And this first half will come to an end. Chazy with a very dominating performance, leading Ticonderoga 3-0. And we're ready to start the second half here at the George Brendler Field. And the first half was totally dominated by Chazy. On the scoreboard, 3-0. Shots on net were a remarkable 19-1, and the corner kicks were 7-0. So I guess the big question is, can Chazy keep that momentum going on? I think if it stays like this, probably around the 25-minute mark, 20-minute mark, you'll see Coach Sherman emptying the bench, getting everybody in there, which is always good to do, Calvin, give these players a chance to play and
warm up.
Well, warm up, definitely like tonight. As you say, warm up, we should mention that we're definitely wearing our gloves tonight.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. We're definitely wearing gloves tonight. First night for me, I know you wore them before, where I wish I had them on one of those games. But it is truly North Country, where you can sweat one day and be somewhat chilled the next, I guess. But it's supposed to be a nice week, though, actually, temperature-wise, in the 70s, I think. No rain.
Going up every day.
Yeah, so, I mean, not bad at all. We'll see a lot worse when mid-October comes around here.
Yeah, I just tell you one thing I'm tired of is coming here in November on a Sunday night, freezing out here when the state champions come back. And I'm getting tired of that, Joey, you know?
You've done that once or twice.
Yeah.
Well, actually, since 2004, which was the first state championship in Chazy's history, the boys have 6 and the girls 3. So that's, in 10 years, that's a pretty impressive resume.
Yeah.
9 state championships. So it's like the floodgates opened in 2004. And, and hey, a credit to Hometown Cable. I think you've made every single one that I'm aware of.
I think so.
And if that doesn't inspire the viewers out there to make a contribution to Hometown Cable, I mean, now you have to think about this. It is November 19th, 20th, or whatever in that period of time. It is probably low 30s, sometimes probably below freezing. Mid-30s.
Upper 20s.
Maybe upper 20s. And the bus doesn't get here till like 9:30 at night. And Calvin's out here at least a half hour ahead of time to make sure that he's set up to catch the fire trucks coming in, the sheriff's escort, and to catch them marching into the field where the community's here to greet him. And he's out at 9:30, gets home at 11 o'clock at night, 10:30, 11. He's chilled to the bone. And again, that's what Calvin does to the people of the North Country, for the people of the North Country, is he brings these memories to life by capturing them on video. And he's digital now on HometownCableNetwork.com. And this is, I guess, will be the night of the show that we do our appeal to support Hometown Cable, and it's very easy to do. You can send a check to 1477 Ridge Road, Champlain, New York 12919, or if you're I'll say of the younger age group and you're really internet savvy, you go to HometownCableNetwork.com and you can pay through the PayPal account, and of course the younger folks probably all have PayPal accounts, and you can make a donation that way. And Calvin's very appreciative anyway that you do that. It lets him know too that that you really enjoy what he has to offer the North Country. I mean, Calvin had his 30th anniversary this past June, and here's Gilmore trying to get a shot off, and it's his 30th anniversary of bringing Hometown Cable memories of the North Country. Not just sporting events, it's graduations, it's real life tragedies that we have here weather-wise. The honor flight is the big thing going on now, and I mean, what a tribute to these men and women of the military, the greatest generation. And Calvin's there to capture that, and given the respect due to these people, a well due respect, and it's captured on film, and it's a big event. It's very emotional for the people that are there, that actually are witnessing it live. But when you watch it on Hometown Cable, it's like being there, and you can't help but get caught up into what these people went through for this country. And I mean, that's just one example. I mean, he caught the ice storm of 98. Here we are in 2013 in January. It will be 16 years since the ice storm. For the people that lived it, it seems like yesterday. And yet you can play that video back. We had the 100-year floods. We always seem to have a 100-year flood like every 2 or 3 years. And so Calvin is there to capture that. And, and maybe it might be the thing at school where they're having a little assembly and grandpa and grandma can see their grandchild, or mom and dad can see their son or daughter. And again, all that stuff has been captured. And as the years go on, it becomes memories. And it's hometown memories, as we like to call them up here. And, you look back and a week doesn't go by, and you hear somebody say, "Oh, did you see that Calvin went back to the archives and played this?" And, "Oh my God, look how so-and-so was back then," or "I didn't realize so-and-so did this." And, the press does a thing. They go look back 25 years, look back 20 years, and 10 years, and you read that in the paper, which is kind of cool to do. But it's really cool when you go to HometownCableNetwork.com and Calvin has everything categorized, and you can pick whatever you want to watch. It can be a parade, it can be a religious event, a mass, it could be a Christmas mass. I mean, for how many decades now, Calvin and his family, not just him, but his family, go out on Christmas Eve to all the various churches, like 4 or 5, maybe 5, ain't Calvin?
I usually try to get 5 or 6 masses.
5 or 6 masses, and he brings that to the people of the North Country. And on Christmas Eve, Calvin's out there working, where we're doing things with the family and preparing for the big day. And what's Calvin doing? He's out there working. And it's stuff like that Calvin does. And I know he really would appreciate a donation. Like I say, it is a tribute to him if you do donate. It lets him know that you appreciate what he does for the North Country. And quite frankly, folks, this is his livelihood. So, and it's not cheap to do this. He's got to pay for the access channel. He's got to pay for his time is worth something, and pays for the equipment, his gas. So, again, this will be the last appeal, at least on this show. If you can make a donation to 1477 Ridge Road, Champlain, New York, 12919. Or if you want to go to HometownCableNetwork.com and pay through the PayPal account. And Calvin, how many are now registered on Hometown Cable Network now? 9,700?
Videos? No,
Yeah, videos.
No, 9,059, I think.
Oh, okay, I was off by 700. Okay, 9,059 with another 9,000 to put on? Something like that?
Won't know till they're up there. Yeah.
Give or take 1,000? Oh, there's a dangerous shot. And scores, and she put Gwen Lapierre into the game, and that was a booming shot from about 40 yards, and it looked like it was Haley, and I think, if I can get that number right, well, I'll find the Haley here, but it was Haley Wright, it looks like, that had the goal. 14 goal. It was 14 goal.
Okay.
Haley Wright. Want to make sure she gets the her due, and 7 minutes in.
Yeah, that goal would have been tough for any girl keeper to stop. That was right just underneath the bar.
I mean, you couldn't place it any better.
Yeah.
And Gwen Lapierre, who's playing the second half right now, she played the line. She played it as well as you can play it. It was just a great shot by Haley Wright, and so Ticonderoga within 2 goals right now, and they had a big game against Lake Placid. They were trailing 2-0, came back and won that game 3-2. So they definitely show that they can be a second half team. And in the first 7 minutes and 50 seconds here of the second half, they've come back and they've scored. So as far as going back to the donations and stuff, hopefully you can send a donation. And HometownCableNetwork.com, and this game here, of course, if you're watching it on TV, it'll probably be a couple weeks out. Is that how it normally happens when you film?
Yeah, we're running about 3-4 weeks out.
From what you're filming?
When soccer season started, we were putting them on a couple days after, because I try to time it so that when the season starts, we're pretty close. But then doesn't take long. We do we cover about 5 board meetings per month, and some of them are longer than others, and so that takes up some time in that 4-hour time period every day, and a couple of ball games, and The weekends are pretty much filled up with non-sports items.
Well, I'm sure you were here probably this past weekend at the maybe the weekend before at the Jamboree.
Nope, I was busy with the honor flight and the Battle of Plattsburgh parade.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So there was a lot going on that weekend.
Yeah. And I had
there's
a
only
couple
so
other
much-
things that I had to say no to because of that weekend.
There's only so much you can do.
In fact, the honor flight had offered to fly us to Washington, D.C., and we couldn't go because of the Battle of Plattsburgh stuff going on.
Right.
Gotta anticipate better.
So, and if in most of these games, if like again, if you got computer savvy, here comes Pombrio. Lauren trying to get the step in. There's Lauren. What a shot by Lauren. Gets her hat trick. And she just takes the pass in from Pombrio. And she just places the ball to the far side net. And Hamill was positioned right, but it was just a nice shot. And now it goes 4-1. So Lauren had an answer for the Ticonderoga goal, and it goes back to a 3-goal lead here for Chazy.
One the assist.
And one, Rachel Pombrio gets the assist. So Pombrio and Lauren have been into a lot of the scoring here tonight. And we got the AD here. He's come right up here to warm up here, Brian Norcross.
Let's go to the log on for you.
Oh yeah, this is, well, you get up here, you don't freeze up here in this press box. Kind of reminds me of Plattsburgh. A lot of heat up here. A lot of heat. As AD Norcross is laughing over here to the side. So, but if you're computer savvy, just basically check your computer the next day or that night, and Calvin's posting what he does that day. If it's not that same night, it's the next day. So you can catch it relatively quick. So it was Lauren having the answer for right, and it's back to a 3-goal game. And Lauren looking to get another one here. Lauren drills it side net, goes hard, and it's side net. So goal kick here for the Sentinels. And you know, Calvin, whenever Joe's up here, of course, he's missing in action tonight. He's always talking about the how great the field condition is.
Yep.
And that is because of this man up here in the booth tonight is the AD, Brian Norcross. And Brian, you did another nice job this year. I got him on camera. Brian, you want me to talk?
Thank you, Joey. I appreciate it very much.
I know you put a lot of time here, and do you roll it? How often do you roll the field?
Every time I mow it, I put the roller on the back.
Okay, and then this once a week this time of year?
Probably twice a week.
You do get twice a week? Yep. Actually, not having a lot of rain, the field's really holding up really well.
Hopefully it'll hold up for the rest of the year before sectionals start.
Yeah. Well, next week should be good. There's no rain, so that should help it.
Absolutely.
But I guess a little rain at night wouldn't hurt it, right?
No, that would be fine. The rain this weekend helped tremendously.
So this is, so far up to this point, it's been a good performance by the Lady Eagles. I was a little surprised that they've dominated as well as they have here tonight.
They've played well tonight, no question about it. They've played well. They got some girls in different spots, and it seems to be working.
The Ticonderoga had that big comeback victory last week against Lake Placid, and Lake Placid is a good team.
I didn't get to see the Lake Placid game when they were here this year.
They haven't been here.
Oh, that's right. The boys were here.
Yeah, the girls
won down there.
But I was there for that game, and Lake Placid, they're strong, they're physical, and they do have some skill. And the girls did a good job down there.
I was at an athletic directors meeting, and I was told that if our girls are lucky enough to get out of the section this year, that Chattagay has a very strong team again this year.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. They were strong last year, and I think our girls would love to face Chattagay again after missing a year last year. But, you know, hats off to E-Town. They did what they had to do last year to take out the Eagles. And we'll see what happens this year.
Sounds good.
But, so would you come up here to get warm, or are you looking for
I did, so I'm leaving because you put me on the spot. So I'm out of here.
So what a night here. We've had Coach Thompson. We have AD Norcross up here. It's just been quite an event up here on this.
Where's John Fairchild?
Well, he's across the way. Yeah, he's over there. I saw Superintendent Fairchild over there. Actually, he was talking to AD Norcross. So he's here for this game. And if you're just joining us, there's 27-24 to go here in the second half. Chazy with a 4-1 lead over the Sentinels. Logan Baker, who started the first half, it was her first start since her injury to Lake Placid, did a nice job, preserved a shutout. They only had one shot on net, and Poor Gwen Lapierre comes in the second half, and she gave up a goal like Calvin said. Any goalie would have given that goal up
Any girl goalie particularly.
because they can't get that
Yeah,
high.
height, yeah.
And it was just a well-placed ball. Here comes Latchmore. Oh, here's an opportunity for the Eagles. Oh, another crossbar here by the Eagles. And there's a second one this game, and they had 2 or 3 last game. And that was Lily Hayes had an opportunity. Did not drop in. And here come the Sentinels, and there's Shelby Gagno. And she kicks it out of bounds. So it's a throw in here for the Sentinels. And we have Maritza Lester ready to check into the game, as well as Kenna Barnes for the Eagles. Ball clear to the deep end, and it's Olivia Blaze back there for the Eagles. She comes up to the near sideline over to Latchmore. Latchmore gets it up over to Gagno. Gagno up over the head, and it's Heidi Krekel out there. It deflects off of Krekel. A nice job kept in by Gagno. And Gagno trying to keep it in. Can't keep it in. So a throw in here for Ticonderoga. And there's the throw in. It goes off of Hayes, off of Hannah Hayes. So we have a throw in here for the Ticonderoga ladies. And it is Lexi Moore getting the ball out to number 5, Bennett. Rachel Bennett has it knocked away. Controlled by Laporte. Goes far side. Trying to get it to Pepper. Pepper goes in the offensive zone. Getting up over to Hayes, Lily Hayes. Hayes now chips it up to Krekel. Knocked away, and it's cleared up toward midfield, and Laporte tried to get there. As Hayes does a nice job chipping it up toward the middle of the field. And stepping up is Gilmore. Courtney Gilmore with the ball for Chazy. Gets by one defensive player. Gilmore working her way down. Sends it up over. Nice job over to Lily. Over to Lily Hayes. And there's a little battle going on there. And Lester sending it across and cleared up to the open space. And nice job there by Polomsky. Polomsky just outside the 18. Polomsky getting the shot off, and she goes above the net. So with 24 minutes to go, we have a lot of changes coming in here. 11, 12, 13, 18. Let's see if I can get this all right here. Leicester is in. Christina Pilon's in. Number 12 is in. Paige Barkham is in. I know I missed one, Calvin.
18, 12, 13, 18.
You said, it would have been Kenna Barnes into the game.
Yeah, for them, 6, 8, 25.
Went in?
6, 8, 25.
So 6, 8, and 25. So it's Brittany Bruce, Constance Bailey, and Paige Gunning for Ticonderoga with 23 to 15 to go. And it's like we figured, Calvin, coach is starting to empty the bench with a 4-1 lead here. And a great opportunity for these girls to take advantage of their opportunity here and give them some experience on the field, because you never know as the season progresses when you're going to be called upon.
Well, plus they make all the practices, and they like to get on the field once in a while.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you got your first string. How do they get better? Because it's the reserves that are pushing them during practice.
Well, it was your big job, right, to push the starters when you were in school?
What's that?
Yeah, it was your job to push the starters when you were in school?
Well, yeah, absolutely. They were the players they were because of us. We were the unsung heroes,
That's
Calvin.
right, you were the guys that made them what they were.
Absolutely. So here's a movement by the Eagles, controlled by the Sentinels. And it is Leicester going to the near sideline. Christina Pilon just out of her reach. So we have a throw in here. It's Lexi Moore. getting it to the feet of Wright, who has the goal. It's Haley Wright with the big goal here for Ticonderoga on a booming 30-yarder. So 21:52 to go here. Chazy has outshot Ticonderoga 22-2. Corner kick 7-0, and where it matters most is the scoreboard. It's 4-1. Barcombe with the ball has it taken away by number 14, Wright. She sends it up over to Brittany or Delaney Hughes and cleared out by the defense. It was Olivia Blaze, far sideline, so we have a throw in. It went off the defense of, or the offense of the Sentinels. So we have a throw in, and checking into the game is Mara Tremblay. And coming out of the game, it looks to be Kaylee Laporte.
17 for them.
And what's that?
17 for 11 for them.
So Rachel White in, and out is Lexi Moore. And here go the Tremblay sending it through. And here's an opportunity for the Eagles. Oh, what a save! What a shot by Krekel. And there's another shot. And some good pressure here by the Eagles. And a great save by Sadie Hamill. And some good stuff there by the Lady Eagles. So we have a goal kick here for Ticonderoga. So we have a goal kick here. We are now halfway through the second half. 20 minutes left here in the game. And it's Tremblay with the ball, sending it through, trying to find somebody. Pushes it up to the open space, picked up by Krekel. Heidi Krekel trying to work her way through the 18. Christine Pilon's there. And Latchmore steps up to the 18. And it's come to the near sideline. It will work its way out of bounds. So a throw in here for Chazy. And the Sentinels want to do some more subbing here, and it's Krekel has it knocked away. Picked up by Latchmore. Trying to find Pilon. It's Christine Pilon has it knocked away, and it goes on to the feet of number 25, Paige Gunning. Taken away by Polomsky. Oh, nice play by the defense. And that was Haley Wright taking it away from Polomsky. So Lester will take the throw in here. Maritza Lester for Chazy. Just by Krekel. And it's knocked up by number 16, Ashley Trudeau. And centering the ball over is Rachel White. And Barnes chips it up to midfield. And Krekel is taken down, but they have an advantage. And it's knocked away from Tremblay up toward midfield. And it is Barnes battling for the ball. Taken away by Latchmore. Crosses fields, trying to find Barcombe. Barcombe is there for Chazy, all the way up over to Hayes. Lily Hayes working her way down the line. It's Hayes sending it up. And Christina Pilon trying to get to the ball, knocked back, picked up by Polomsky. Kicks a knuckleball, and it goes into the hands of Sadie Hamill. With 18:31 to go here in the second half, Chazy with a 4-1 lead. Ball pump kicked toward shy of midfield, picked up here by the Sentinels. And it's number 15, Gendra Cook with the ball, has it knocked away. And it's Lily Hayes with the ball, trying to get by the defense. Hayes has it knocked away. And to the far sideline, up there is Kenna Barnes. She takes it off of the defense. Nice play by Barnes. Quick throw in by Barnes. And she chips it up to the open space. Goes on to the foot of Krekel. Krekel trying to find Latchmore. And up there is Barcombe. Barcombe does a nice job. Barcombe battling for the ball. Up over to Hayes. Lily Hayes pushes it back to Barcombe. Barcombe now pushes it back. Barnes chipping it up. And it is Polomsky taking it in. Polomsky looking to work her way through. Polomsky going into the box now, looking across, and the ball is deflected off of the Ticonderoga defense. So we have a corner kick. This is the 8th corner kick. And we have number, okay, we got 2-13-24 for Ticonderoga. Caitlin Carrion checking into the game. So 2-13 and 24, we have Tiffany Perky into the game, Kylie Austin into the game, as well as Rachel Scutters into the game for Ticonderoga.
It's almost like there's two different fields out there. If you look in this corner, where the corner kick's going to be, the flag is just hanging there, no wind at all, because of the big windbreak with the trees. You get the other end of the field, and the wind's still not as strong as it was, but it's still flapping. Flags are flapping at the other end.
Yeah. It just died down. There, it's picking up now. It just died down. Now it's picking up. And back there is Olivia Blaze. Chipping it up. Here come the Eagles, far sideline. Lily Hayes as well as Krekel. Barcombe up there battling for the ball. And it goes off of Barcombe, so a throw in here for Ticonderoga. I think we have as many fans standing on the defense line as we do in the stands, Calvin.
Yeah, those metal seats are probably just as warm standing up.
Well, I would think the people up there probably bring their blankets
Oh,
to
yeah.
sit on the blankets.
I'm sure.
You know, with money not being an option for schools nowadays, maybe get some heated seats over there for them.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. It's a nice conversation. That's about as far as it will go. So I want the taxpayers to freak out on that one.
Or maybe a dome.
Yeah, we'll put a dome here. Yeah. You know, we'll make sure that it's natural energy that we can retract the roof if we want to. We don't want to waste energy.
Oh no, you just keep a dome in here, then you could use that for solar power to run the school.
Oh yeah, there's a way that can be done.
Yeah.
We'll have the science department work on that. Here's the chip in. Oh, nice play by Hamill. And there's the punt up. And a nice play by Olivia Blaze, knocking it up over to Latchimore. Latchimore in some traffic. And there's the wall of Ticonderoga. And offensively, it's Olivia Blaze. One time's at the Krekel. Krekel gets it up over to Christina Pilon. Pilon fighting for the ball on the near sideline. It's Pilon battling for the ball. It goes off of the Sentinels. So throw in for Chazy, and Pilon getting the ball up over to Trombley. Trombley working her way down the... It's Trombley looking across it. She does, and it's knocked out by the defense. And it is Kenna Barnes doing a nice job battling for the ball. Over to Hayes. It gets by Hayes, and the Hamill will come off her line and pick it up. And some really good hustle by Heidi Krekel for Chazy. And there's only one defensive player back, and it would be Olivia Blaze. But back there is Barcombe. Barcombe knocks it by number 6, Brittany Bruce. So we have a throw in here for Ticonderoga. We have 14 minutes here left in the game. Chazy out shooting Ticonderoga 24-2. Corner kicks favor Chazy 7. Actually, it should be 8-0. And where it matters most is on the scoreboard. Chazy 4, and it is Ticonderoga 1. On Wednesday, the Lady Eagles have Elizabethtown. Is Elizabethtown here Wednesday, I think, Calvin? And you're
Lewis,
here.
both.
And Lewis, and you're here for that game.
Yes.
And then on Friday, the ladies travel to Roseboro. And it looks like Lily Hayes. And a good job defensively by number 21, Mara Jebb did a nice job there defensively, because Lily Hayes, the young 8th grader, has a lot of speed. And, or actually it was Krekel, I think. I thought it was Lily Hayes, but I think it might have been Krekel. And Krekel has a lot of speed as the senior striker for Chazy. And there's a nice serve into the box, and nice job by Sadie Hamill to knock it out with her hand. A little bit higher, it could have been dangerous, but a good job by the senior goalkeeper for Ticonderoga. Throw in Barcombe onto the feet of Trombley, knocked away, kicked out of bounds. So we have another throw in here for Chazy, deep into Ticonderoga territory. And there's the throw in, and there's a shot by Hayes, and there's the save by Hamill. So good pressure here by the Eagles, and we have Skylar Thomas getting ready to check into the game on the next whistle. And the ball is cleared toward midfield. Picked up by Barcombe, knocked away, controlled by the Sentinels. And they get by Barnes, but too far out. So we have a whistle here, throw in for Chazy. And Skylar Thomas will work her way in. And it looks like Kinnan Latchimore is coming out of the game, and a good job tonight by Kinnan Latchimore. Did a good job at the midfield here for the Lady Eagles. Coming out of the game is number 13, Kylie Austin for Ticonderoga. Barcombe far sideline battling for the ball. Nice job by Barcombe to pick it away, but controlled by the Sentinels. And Chazy does a good job defensively, and Ticonderoga having a hard time crossing the midfield here. And it's Trombley getting by one player. It's Trombley working her way down. Trombley pushing it through, and it is knocked to the far sideline. Barcombe getting a shot off, and Mara Trombley just sent that flying over the net, and she had an open net, Calvin, and I bet she looked out of that one back.
She just shot that straight up.
Straight up.
Yeah, I wonder what made her do that.
I don't know. It must have been a spin on the ball. Calvin, it had to be the spin on the ball.
Must be.
There's no way that she could have done that. I don't know.
That couldn't have been her fault.
No, not at all. No way. Calvin, I mean, you have it on tape, right?
I do have
I
it,
mean, you
yes.
have it on tape. Going straight up. That was a good try, and it was a nice effort by the Eagles. It just wasn't meant to be. And Hayes and Krekel trying to split the line. And Hayes, oh, nice job by number 21 defensively. And that would have been Mara Jebb. And there's the shot by Krekel. And there's the punt. And nice job by Lester, getting up over to Thomas, but knocked away onto the feet of Perky. Perky comes to the near sideline, and it goes onto the feet of Rachel White. White has it knocked away by Barnes over to Christine Pilon. Pilon trying to send it up over to Krekel, has it knocked away, and it's boomed up there by number 15, Gendra Cook. Back there is Olivia Blaze, the sweeper for Chazy. She goes out of bounds, so we have a throw in here for Ticonderoga. So and I think the officials are letting everybody come in. It's a Ticonderoga throw in.
Both sides can come in.
On the sideline they can?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
As long as the team that's throwing it in has got somebody to put in.
Oh, okay. And there's a throw in. They try to get it into the feet of Kaylee Bayshard. And coming off her line is Lapierre. Nice job by Gwen Lapierre. So we have all kinds of substitutions. A lot of people, I didn't get all the numbers, Calvin, so I'll try to give them their due when it gets to their feet. Thomas pushes it back. Oh, that didn't feel good. And that was number 7. That was Caitlin Therian. Took it right in the cheek, but she got right back up. And there's a throw-in, but I'm sure it stings. And when you're in the high 40s and you get hit with the ball, it stings.
Yes.
So we have Lindsey Gilmore into the game. Coming out is Mara Trombley. Into the game is number 18, Delaney Hughes. Coming out is Tiffany Perky.
We have a new keeper. Is there a number 5 listed there for Ty?
Well, so let me see what we got here. It would be Rachel Bennett. Is that her number under her outfit?
It was number 5 on her keeper uniform.
Yeah, maybe it was Bennett. We'll see. We'll see if we see another 5 out there. So we have under 8 minutes, 7 minutes and 35 seconds left in the game here on the 23rd of September 2013 at the George Brendler Field. Chazy leading Ticonderoga 4-1. 26 shots favor Chazy, 2 for the Sentinels. 8 corner kicks for Chazy, 0 for Ticonderoga. I'm Joey Trombley. On the camera himself is the founding father, Calvin Castine. And throwing here far sideline for the Sentinels. Headed out by the defense of Chazy. And it's Thomas trying to get it over to Kaylee Bell, number 9 Bale. And it is a foul on the Sentinels. And we have, and that would have been Ariana Hagan taken down. So there's the kick by Lester. And the ball pushed over to the near sideline, over to number 4, Ida. And nice play by 17, Lindsey Gilmore. Gilmore working her way up. And, a good job by number 6 of Ticonderoga, Brittany Bruce. So we have substitutions. Trombley's back into the game, as well as Michaela Fitzgerald. And somebody's got to come off here for Chazy. And nobody's coming off. And they got too many people on the field, I think, unless they came off over here. Oh, was it 6, 8? It must, I think Paige Barcombe when it came off. Okay. I didn't see the person come off. Oh, we were short one. Okay. All right, we're being told we were short one. Okay. And there's a shot, and Lapierre's there. And
That's real sportsmanship when you play a man down voluntarily like that.
yeah, well, coach has 26 players. So they'll just put 10 out there. We have 26. We just put 10 out at one time. So there were only 10 players out there. They were missing one. So Trombley goes in to fill the spot with under 5 minutes to go. And it's Bayshard. Has it knocked away by number 17, Rachel White. But she's getting everybody into the game, and this is really nice to go. Bailey Stalker's into the game. I see Bailey out there, Kaylee Bell, Ariana Hagan's out there. We also have, of course, Bailey. Number 7, that would be Caitlin Therrien, who took it off the cheek earlier. Chipped up. And Joe Trombley tried to get to it. Hagan has it. She goes to the open space. And Trombley running the ball down there. And there's a battle. Throwing for Ticonderoga. And Thomas trying to stop it. And it is Therrien knocks it up over to Thomas. And there's Wright chipping it up. And here comes number 4 for the Sentinels. And that'd be Lilith Ida. So we have a corner kick. It is the first corner kick here for the Sentinels with 3:43 to go here in the game. Chazy with a 4-1 lead, and they will maintain their Division II lead with this victory tonight here at the George Brendler Field. Safe to say, with 3 minutes and 30 seconds, this game is pretty much in hand here for the Lady Eagles. And the ball chipped just outside the box. And nice job. Okay, Kaylee Bell doing a nice job over to Ariana Hagan. And there's a battle on the far sideline, but also playing hard is Michaela Fitzgerald for Ticonderoga. Throw in Ticonderoga. We're under 3 minutes here in this game. And a dominating performance here by the Eagles, and Coach Sherman has emptied her bench more than once. She has 26 players on the team. So to get 26 players in, Calvin, it takes some doing. And,
You play 13 at a time.
or 10. Then they play 16. 10 or so, it depends.
Yeah.
But it's good that all the girls got into the game here tonight. It's nice to see. And number 17, Rachel White, kicks it off the end line, so it'll be a goal kick here for Chazy as we approach the 2-minute mark, and we'll hear the scorekeeper announce it here in a second. Well, actually 9 seconds. and we'll be at the 2-minute mark. And it's like you say, Calvin, the flags are whipping on this end to our right, to the left. They're as dead as can be in the corner. So that tree line definitely is a shield. And Hagan with the ball, far sideline, has it knocked away by Perky. Stepping up is Trombley, trying to find Thomas, or trying to find Bell. Bell battling for the ball at midfield, goes out over to Hagan. And Ariana Hagan working her way down the line. They'll now send it up. Kaylee Bell going for it. Could be another corner kick here. No, good job defensively by number 21, Mara Jebb. So we got a minute 24 to go here. Chazy pressing the ball here in Ticonderoga territory as the clock's winding down. Ball centered up. And Bailey Stalker trying to go for the ball, and it's knocked away by number 13. And a good recovery by Lindsey Gilmore. And there was a foul on 13, Kylie Austin.
Lindsay, go up, go up, go up.
We have 50 seconds here left in the game.
Up, Lindsay, up.
And it is Maritza Lester taking the kick here for Chazy. It goes off the end line, so we have a throw in here. Number 17, Rachel White, with the throw in over to Austin. And knocked away by the defense. And Lindsey Gilmore goes down again. She's battling over there hard. And here's an opportunity here for the nice play by Gwen Lapierre. She keeps it from going off the end line, so with 10 seconds to go, she can take her time. No big rush here. And the announcer calls it down, and this game has officially come to an end, and it's in the books here on the 13th or the 23rd of September 2013. Calvin Castine, Joey Trombley on the mic, and the girls are doing their congratulations, and as Calvin likes to say, that's the way it was in beautiful downtown Chazy.